Dude, I usually do not ever pay attention to what Trump tweets, but this morning was an exception.
Yeah, I saw that
Have
one.
you seen this?
I mean, yeah,
So-
no, I did read that one this morning, and there's got to be a point where here's the thing I don't understand about whoever you vote for. In this particular case, we're talking about Republican people who are still pro-Trump.
Mhm.
And you know, I think some of it is obviously there's a lot of just evil, fucking awful people, and then some of it is people just not wanting to admit they were wrong about something. You know, I mean, there were so many people who said Trump didn't even want to be president when he was running; he was just doing it for publicity. And then they were saying, "Oh, nothing's going to change. Nothing will be different at all in society." Right? You know. So, anyways, but you know, it's almost like when, let's say you're a fan of your city's football team. If they lose every game, at some point, if you're a fan, you're going to start shitting on the coach and saying this coach sucks, you know, even though you always supported that team and still support the team. But when it comes to presidents, it seems like so many people, you know, no matter who it is, you know, they have this, they make these people an icon, you know, and they just it's cult-like behavior.
I feel like they're blaming everyone else too.
Or whoever, you know, I've
Yeah.
seen it in all political persuasions, and it's like, dude, it's okay to admit that you know the person's not as good as you thought they were going to be. You know, because this one is, you know, accusing that guy of being Antifa is, you know, and faking the whole thing. I mean, that's so stupid. I don't know how you even. I mean, I like conspiracy theories, you know. I mean, obviously, I think a lot of them are full of shit, but in general, the concept of putting all these things together, whether they're true or false, I find that interesting, you know. But this one is so far-fetched. I mean, who's going to buy? Are people buying this one? I mean, what are people thinking?
Well, I guess some people are, because some people tweeted about this before he did. But it's yeah, they're so for anyone not in the know, they're saying that President Trump tweeted today that Buffalo protester shoved by police could be an Antifa provocateur. 75-year-old Martin Gugino was pushed away after appearing to scam police communications in order to black out the equipment. I watched. He fell harder than was pushed, was aiming scanner. Could this be a setup? He's a 75-year-old peace activist in Buffalo. Yeah. He had a helmet in his hand, so it looked like he was actually going to hand a police officer back their equipment, and he had his phone in his hand, and he got shoved over, and they cracked his skull.
Yeah, I mean,
he's 75 years old.
Hitting the concrete.
You hear it.
Yeah, you hear it, you see it, and then you see him going unconscious, and the phone just falling out of his hand as he goes limp. You know, I mean, it's horrendous. And I guess, yeah, I guess he was just acting the whole thing. Yeah, that's
like, well, on what planet do they think there's protesters out there who are going, we need to stage something, because otherwise there's no way we're going to get any footage of police brutalizing peaceful protesters.
Yeah.
They never do that.
The guy was like, yeah, he was just ready to volunteer to
well, here, so I got the video, so we can
you could show it. I'm not even gonna watch it. I've seen this so much.
No, I understand, man.
Cool.
But for anyone not in the know, so here you go. You hear that crack?
Oof.
He has a helmet in his hand. So there, we don't need to listen to it again. It is hard, but yeah, he has a helmet in his hand. It looks like he's trying to hand it off. They just shove him.
Yeah.
And they just shove him because they're just like, you're in my way. Like who does that to another human being?
Well,
who approaches you to hand you something.
You know, there's so many cops who they're always looking for an opportunity to get violent.
Yeah.
You know, and if you approach one, if you touch one, and you know, this guy, you know, they can argue, oh, he was reaching for my hand or whatever, you know, then it's like all hands on deck. They're legally, they can just beat the shit out of anyone they want or kill anyone they want. That's how they view things. It's disgusting and wrong and violent, but that's you know, that's how so many cops view that way. They view everyone So many cops view, anyone who's not a cop as the enemy. Period. No matter what race you are, and the less of a clean-cut white guy you are, and money white guy you are, the less they're going to like you. I mean, that's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make